This is Leena, and I welcome you to my channel. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for all your beautiful comments. For any details regarding personal bookings or the link to my other channels, you can find all the information in the description box of the video. I am back with another coffee cup reading, and the topic for this reading is going to be messages for the upcoming month, that is February. We're already entering the second month of this year. Interesting. You will have four different options to choose from. Starting from the top left, this will be your option, group number one, with the element fire and this cup. Group number two, that's your option. The element is water. Number three, this is your option with element earth. And number four, that is your option with the element air. In case you need more time, you can pause the video right away and take your time to select the option. And if you want to watch the reading of more than one group, you can also do it like that. I will be starting now with group number one. Hello, group number one, whosoever chose the element fire or this cup. This is going to be a reading. While meditating on your energy, first of all, I channeled the number 15, 1 5. Then I channeled the month of March, and I was also channeling a young girl. It mostly feels like a young girl in spirit. I'm not sure if this is someone's sister or daughter coming through, maybe someone you have lost last year, or um, and I'm also getting this message of like something related to a toy, which was dear to this young girl. I'm also getting this message of inner child. For some of you, this represents your inner child. And I'm getting this message of like security blanket, like something comforts this young girl so much. Um, it's a toy that gives her that comfort. For some of you, this represents your inner child, and for some of you, I think this is actually a spirit that I'm channeling. And with this, I'm getting the message of protection and comfort. Okay, let's see where this is going. In my vision, I saw a black lily, the flower black lily, and then I saw a black swan. This is gonna be a confirmation sign, but I'm also getting this message of like someone feels as if they were not protected enough, or they were not given that. Uh, it's almost like you feel as if you are not protected enough. You could have been given certain resources, or you could have been given certain kind of emotional comfort, emotional support, or something that would have made you feel more comforted in a particular situation, or maybe in general overall when you were growing up, when you were young. I'm getting this message of like security blanket keeps coming up, like someone. I'm gonna say how I got it in my vision. Like this young girl was saying that I need a toy, okay, and right away the message that I felt with this expression was that this young girl needs to be comforted. She needs that security blanket. She needs something to hold on to. Um, for some of you, I feel in the upcoming month, maybe you're going to revisit certain emotions or certain feelings where you feel as if you are very vulnerable and you could have been protected better. but it was not given to you in some way, shape, or form. Or maybe you have someone in your life in the upcoming month, you get the opportunity to express yourself where you're letting the other person know, or you have this platform or whatever that is, where you are finally confronting that feeling of yours. It's almost like you have this feeling, but sometimes, we always live in denial of what goes on inside us. We never actually share it, um, or we never like address it. So I'm getting something like that. Or for some of you, this could be a feeling. If you're a parent, again, this will not be for everyone. If you're a parent and you might have lost your child, then maybe this is how you feel. You feel, I could have done something more to protect the child. I could have done something more, um, to give them something better, or things like that. And maybe you're carrying that guilt inside of you. And I'm getting this like confrontation of feelings that someone holds within themselves. Um, okay, let's see where this is. This automatically gave me the feeling of stingray. And you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of the grandmother of Moana. When she passes away, she comes back as the spirit animal, stingray. It reminds me of that. Interesting. Interesting how you chose the fire element, and then right away I see a dragon sort of formation here. Dragons do represent the fire element. Um, with this dragon, I get the feeling of you will feel inspired to use, like you will feel inspired to take action basis this feelings that you confront within yourself, basis this, whatever this is, you'll be inspired or guided to take action. This will inspire you because you'll be like, okay, I back then maybe I was not powerful enough to take action. Maybe back then I was not, maybe I didn't have enough knowledge. I was not very aware. Back then I was not having that sufficient amount of whatever that is. So now it's like you almost feel like, yes, now I can do it my way, or now I can take action and make things better, which once I could not. So some of you, it almost feels like, um, it almost feels like life is giving you another opportunity to act different, okay, and not exactly repeat history. Like that's what I'm getting. um okay, interesting. When I'm doing your reading, I'll tell you how I'm feeling, okay? I feel on my toes, like when you are, when as kids we used to play that hide and seek game, and we are in this tippy toe kind of energy, and we're like, I wish no one catches me. I'm getting that kind of feeling. You have this fear of getting caught with something. um of course I'll be pulling more cards, but let's go with whatever I'm getting for now. Some of you, I feel this is coming from the fact that maybe recently you have taken your stand somewhere, you might have confronted someone, you might have spoke out your mind or how you feel. And after saying that, you feel very anxious. You have been in this feeling of like, uh, for the first time when you stand up for yourself, it's not easy. I understand that feeling. Because when you finally take your stand after being abused or after being like manipulated for a long time, when you finally take your stand, it's scary. Okay, it is scary, and I understand that feeling. So I'm getting something like that, where, um yeah, it's like you're doing it for the first time, or maybe the kind of risk you're about to take, the magnitude of the risk is very big, and yes, it makes you nervous. But all I'm trying to say here is that, keep going, okay? um, Just because it is impossible for someone else doesn't mean it's impossible for you. You could be doing it for the first time. You could be doing it differently than all others around you. And yes, they might have told you it's impossible for you to do it, but in their head, it's impossible. It's not impossible for you, right? Remind yourself that. Nice. um, I see an eagle here. Eagle represents focus. Um, it's definitely reminding you to focus exactly on where you're trying to hit. Okay, just remind yourself, why did you even take this risk in the first place? Remind yourself where exactly you're heading. Okay, remind yourself that this is why I started it in the first place. Don't lose that focus. Hmm. I'm getting the alphabet R very strongly. Let's get some cards so that I can see more specifically where this is going. So, what is up? I mean, look at that. You have the phoenix. Again, the fire, like fire element is so heavy. And of course, these element cards I picked up intuitively and randomly. It's not something that I mean, of course, I didn't do it intentionally. Wow. For some of you, you have been in an emotional freeze for a while, I feel. You know, when something big happens, when it comes to your emotional side of life, we tend to get in a freeze moment where we don't understand what exactly to do. Emotional freeze is real. I can talk about it coming from my own life as well. When you go through certain things, some sort of trauma, some sort of manipulation, and you start seeing the truth in a situation, it emotionally freezes you for a while. Your body needs time to cope up to it. So, but now that fire is coming back, okay? For you guys, the upcoming month seems to be it seems to me like you guys are finally getting back that fire. Like you want to take action. You will start planning. You will start with those small steps. Okay. See, your vision is getting more clearer. The ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, and details. Number nine. Now, your whatever you have gone through, instead of seeing it as just an experience, you're also using it as a data which can help you to move forward. So, first, you were in that emotional freeze where you were just looking at it from a point of, oh my God, this happened. Like you might have got into that moment where you were just looking at it. Oh, I experienced this. But now you're not just looking at it, you're using it. You're using that experience as data that can help you to move forward. Okay? Um, let's go with this. Let me take all the cards first. So you got the first card, which is number 35, the Lady of Lightning. Surprises, sometimes shock. Hmm. Paradigm shift. Number 16, the henchman. I will collaborate with others to achieve amazing things. And I also have a feeling like this month you'll be definitely inspired to take help. You're going to be more vocal about what is bothering you. You're going to be more vocal about like, you know what, I am actually having this problem and I do need to talk to people. I need to get that support, all that support that I need. It's like this month you have the audacity. Sometimes people keep suffering in silence and never reach out because they fear judgment, they fear many things, which is understandable, okay? um, but this is what I'm seeing with the henchman as well. Eagle. What? I saw an eagle in your cup. Ooh, what? Number 23. That's a double confirmation. Eagle spirit, spirit has your back, see? And now, when you ask for help, when you speak it out loud, when you take that action, you will also see help coming in return. You will also get the response. It's almost like now you're not going to feel like, oh, I am stranded on an island and I'm shouting for help, but there's no one to listen to me. That's not how you're going to feel. Now, when you shout help, you will get a response from the other side, all right? Let's take some tarot messages. Just a moment. Okay. It's interesting. The moment I was giving that message of help, there was someone next, like on my next door neighbor's place, actually asking to like open the door. Interesting. Let me. Okay, yeah. I think this is in frame now. This month feels like you're getting ready for something. You're preparing yourself up. This month feels like a preparation to me, the upcoming month for you guys, okay? 10 of Cups, yeah. She's preparing to harvest all these cabbages. Look at the card, 10 of Cups. Four of Pentacles. And I also have a feeling like you're definitely you're definitely setting this tone with people around you. When I'm looking at this Four of Pentacles, it's giving me the message that you're setting the tone with other people who are close to you, that you can no longer take advantage. You are making it very clear. You're putting it out there, like literally rude on their faces, the kind of feeling that I'm getting. Eight of Cups. You are definitely putting it on their faces that I don't care. If it requires me to burn the bridge, I'm gonna do it right right looking into your eyes. I'm gonna burn this bridge. Okay, so this is the kind of feeling I get. Yeah, for some of you, with the Eight of Cups showing up, indicates a movement as well. Some of you could actually be moving out, moving to a different place and things like that. Yeah, when I'm looking at this Nine of Cups, it's giving me a feeling like you're done waiting for help. You're actually gonna act and do something about it. You're not going to sit here and just wait for something to arrive or help to arrive. You're going to actually do something so that you can be out from this place. Okay? It's almost like it's giving me a feeling like it starts with you. The moment you take the first step, universe actually gives you the opportunity. Sometimes we are waiting for something to happen. We're like, yeah, let's see when it happens. You're no longer in that energy. You're understanding that if I have to change my life, or if I want to see that change, I will have to go out there and do something about it. At least my intention should be clear through my actions. Then only universe is going to mirror it back to me, right? Like if I talk it that way, like talk it in that way. Three of Cups, some of you are making an effort to put yourself into places and rooms where right kind of people can see you. You're making that effort. That's what I'm getting. Say for example, you want your love life to change. You're making that effort to actually go out, hang out in places where you can attract a partner. Similarly, if like you don't have many friends and you feel like you should again, whatever goes with you in a personal way. This is a general reading. It seems like you're making that effort this month where you put yourself into places, into rooms, into that environment where you can attract the right kind of people. You are making that effort. I told you, you're getting ready for something. This is a general reading, so obviously it's going to be different for everyone. Let's just pull two more cards. Yeah. Ten of Wands. What? Okay, guys, I just lifted my head up to look outside my balcony. I literally just saw a hawk passing by. It was so close to my balcony. Oh my god. What? Okay, alright, I see that. Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Five of Cups. Oh, and then okay, Ten of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Um, this is definitely giving me the message of end of a cycle with the Ten of Wands. And this is also giving me the feeling that just instead of crying for help, you're also making the effort. Again, I think I'm repeating myself here. But with the Knight of Cups showing up, it's also giving me the feeling that you are able to attract new opportunities. Your cry for help or whatever action you take this month, it's not gonna go to waste. It's not just, oh, failed attempt. No, you will get the result as well. When you make that effort in whatever context, okay, that effort is gonna give you back a reward as well. That's also the message that I can see. So, a big message for you this month is don't shy away from taking action. Don't shy away from, if you feel like calling a person up, pick up your phone, call that person. You never know how it can change your life. If you get the hunch, if you get that feeling, I need to go out there, sit in this restaurant, go and drink coffee in that particular restaurant in that corner of the town, go and do it, because spirit is definitely giving you signs. And when you make that effort, it changes your life. All right. So group number one, this will be your reading, and I will see you again. Please take care. Bye bye. Hello, group number two. Water. While meditating on your energy, I got the message that you're too scared to speak something, or you're too scared to contradict yourself. I'm going to explain this with an example. Say, for example, 2 years ago, you believed in a particular thought process, you believed in something, and now your inner self no longer resonates with it. But you still act the same way in the fear of not getting, like, in the fear of judgment, that people around you will judge you. Like, how can you act different now? You believed in this. You told me 2 years ago you were like this, you follow this path, you follow this belief system, you follow this particular set of whatever that is. Now, how you can be different? You're contradicting yourself. So, I'm getting this message of like, think of water. When water doesn't move and gets contained only at one place, um, it starts losing its charm. It also can start, um, it can become a source of like diseases. It can give birth to bacteria. Okay, but when water keeps flowing and moving, it stays fresh. Okay, its quality is always intact. So be like water. We are not here to set into a, I know I'm saying this in a very general context, but I do feel like this message definitely fits specifically for someone watching me. What are you so scared of? You're scared of contradicting yourself? Just because you said you are like this a year ago, and now you scare you to contradict yourself by saying that no, I no longer believe in this thing. It's not about, see, at the end of the day, it's about your own freedom. Are you really free in the way you live? Are you really free in your own mind first? Because one day or the other, you will come across this feeling of guilt for not speaking soon enough, or for not adapting soon enough. The consciousness constantly keeps growing and moving forward. It is supposed to be evolving, it is supposed to change from one point to the other. We are not here to be constant. We are here to change every day. We are here to change in every set of things that we do. This is called scientific temperament. Okay, maybe today I say that yes, earth is flat. Tomorrow I can say it's round, but depending on again what I find out. So you have to be open like that. Today for me this is my truth. Yes, but 2 years from now, if I actually come across enough evidence for something, then yeah, tomorrow my truth can be different. Truth definitely, it can change. Yes, your truth, I think, the way I think or the way I do feel, also coming from my own life, sometimes truth is depending on the circumstance you are in. Okay, the level of awareness you're at, your truth will be different. The more your awareness grows, your truth takes a different shape. And what are you scared of? You are following your very nature. That's the nature of consciousness. That's the nature of the intelligence that's inside of you. That's existence. Okay, the more you go aware, the more your level of truth or the kind of truth you follow, definitely it's going to evolve and change. All right, so I'm getting this feeling like you don't have to feel guilty about something, and I do feel that contradicting yourself is genius. If you're not contradicting yourself, your own beliefs, every now and then you're not contradicting yourself, then something is wrong. Because for me, a person is genius when they keep contradicting themselves, because that's a sign they're growing. That's a sign they're actually working. That's the actual sign you're alive. Okay, let's see what this reading is saying. I'm getting the number 555 and the number 222. Okay, that's an interesting shape. Okay, when I'm looking at your cup, first of all, I see monkeys. Okay, and then I got the vision of a giraffe. Giraffe always reminds me of looking at something from a bigger picture perspective. And with monkeys, I get the feeling of chattering thoughts. So now, honestly, one thing very strongly that I pick up from your cup, the energy that I really pick up is, why are you scared to say something, or why are you scared to change something? Okay, because It's about your freedom at the end of the day. It's about you freeing your mind and living a life that truly speaks to you at the end of the day. Okay, if you don't do it for yourself, no one is going to do it. Even if you fit inside the box, is it worth fitting inside the box? Is it worth fitting into that narrative? Is it really worth? I don't think so. Anything is that worthy that you'll sacrifice your freedom, the freedom of mind, the freedom of your thoughts, the freedom of being who you truly are at the end of the day. Nothing is that big. I mean, anyways, I'll go with the cards because I don't see a lot happening in your cup. It almost gives me a feeling like you still have a long way to go. If you stop yourself here, you're never going to find out. It's almost like you haven't even started to scratch the surface yet. And yeah, let's go ahead and see where this is going. Oh my god, I can't believe this. The map maker of destiny, authentic purpose, inspiration, and free will. Number 24. I remember it was Galileo, or was it? You can Google this scientist. I think it was Galileo, who first found out. Please don't come at me. I mean, I'm sorry if I if I'm not using the right reference, but the idea I'm trying to convey here is that he first told that hey, Earth is round or something. He came up with the discovery, and then um, his people in the kingdom forced him to, like, no, whatever you're saying is wrong. You have to say what we are saying to you. What we tell you, you have to accept this and tell the public that yeah, this is true. They threatened him to do it, and he actually does it. He's like, okay, fine. If then, you know what, after a couple of days he comes back and he's like, you know what, you better kill me, but I can't. It doesn't let me sleep at night. I always feel guilty because I didn't speak my truth. Or I'm just like, it's better you kill me. I'm okay with that, but I'm not gonna spread this. I'm not agreeing with this. So I'm getting something like that. I don't know what situation you guys are in or whatever this is. Are you? Oh, what? You got the number 21, Dove Spirit. Be peace. The only way to reach peace is to accept how you feel. Most people in the society, why they're not peaceful, why they never feel they're peaceful, because they turn their eyes onto things that are right in front of them. They can see the truth, but they're never able to speak about it. They authentically don't follow that truth, and that's why they are never peaceful. I mean, as simple language I can put that in. The ringmaster of scrutiny, discernment, clear vision, and details with number 9. Oh God, I just saw number 20, like 222 when I was starting a reading. The clones, I will accept life's contradictions and keep an open mind. With every freaking card that I pull out, the message gets louder and louder and louder. I mean, number 4, Badger spirit, be fearless and bold. Yes. The Green Man, number 13. Again, this is number 4. The Green Man, nature, connection, and source. I mean, look at the nature itself. Nature never, even nature keeps changing. That's what I mean to say. I mean, they change seasons, right? The nature keeps changing. Whatever is the requirement, the nature also changes with that. Okay. Let me see which tarot I want to use. Okay, I'll use this one. Let's see. Justice. Some of you feel that your contribution doesn't count, but you're wrong. Your contribution does count. Some of you think that what difference will it make if I speak up, or what difference it's gonna make if even if I go ahead and do something about it. It will make a difference. Everything counts. Justice. For some of you, this could also mean there's some sort of like, for some of you, this could involve a legal situation because, of course, the justice showing up. Um, some of you also think that something is not going to go in your favor, but it's actually going to go in your favor because justice coming out. You think that it's not going to make a difference or something, but no, that's not the case. Yeah, Queen of Wands. I mean, your boldness is going to set the narrative. You don't realize it yet. With the Queen of Wands now coming out, and look at that, Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. You have the power to set the narrative. You have the power to set this energy into being. Your boldness, your standing up for the truth, whatever that is in your personal life situation, it's a general reading. This will set the narrative for you to build this kingdom. Oh my dear Lord, like look at those freaking cards. I mean, do you see that? I am happy to see those cards. Like King of Pentacles. This is what is going to set the narrative for building your kingdom, for becoming this empress. Okay. This bold move, this bold whatever this is, this change. Again, whatever goes with your situation. Some of you also think that um, no one is going to help you, because when I'm looking at this justice, it almost feels like you think the system out there is not going to help you in some way, or it's not going to be taken care of. Let's see. Ooh, Two of Pentacles, Five of Cups. See, when you stand up for whatever this is, okay, it will also help you to move away from places that don't even belong to you in the first place. Because when I'm looking at this Five of Cups, that's the only way you're going to pull yourself out from places and situations that actually don't serve you. That's the only way, by speaking up, by speaking up for your justice, by speaking up for this message is a little bit similar to group number one. If in case you're drawn to group number one, you can watch that too. It's kind of going on this a little bit parallel to it, I would say, this message. um oh, that came out again. For some of you, this is a clear indication that you hold the key to your financial abundance by doing justice to something, either by doing justice to yourself, doing justice to your mindset, doing justice to whatever this is. Okay, your financial abundance, your stability. There's a reason number 4 keeps showing up in your reading. 4 is the number of foundation and stability. So your abundance, your stability is totally dependent on the fact how bold you can be. Okay, I mean, yeah. And this month you'll be inspired. This month you will be, it's almost like this month is going to inspire you to do that. This month, this energy will be like completely surrounding you, that should I go ahead and say this thing. For some of you, this could also mean like literally speaking up your mind on a public platform or online platform. Some of you, even that could be the case, where people are seeing you, okay, where people can hear you out, putting your point across. King of Wands again, yep. Mm, Page of Cups. Let me see. For some of you, this could also mean like standing up for what you don't like in a work situation. It can be in an organization or the company that you work with, say, for example, something that's been bothering you for a while. Speak up about it, okay? Hmm. So I don't think so. This message is like, this is a like very clear message that I got from the beginning. So this is group number 2. This will be your message, and I'll see you again. Please take care. Bye bye. Hello, group number 3. Whosoever chose the earth element or this cup, this is going to be a reading. While meditating on your energy, I got the vision of sunflowers. And of course, sunflowers are a sign of happiness. Okay. And I also got, um, there's this girl on Instagram. Okay. I don't know. This is so weird because I got the vision of her video. Like, she's a teacher and she stays in a mountain place, and she runs a little hostel where she like teaches young children, like very like she teaches kids, okay, 6 7 year olds, and they are very young, okay. I remember one of her videos that went actually viral on Instagram was regarding this little boy who stays in her mountain village, and like every morning he would literally walk down from his home. Like, his home is at a distance from the hostel where this lady or this girl stays, or runs that hostel for children. So he would every day come down with milk. Okay, he's the little milkman. She named her as Little Milkman. He would every day bring milk for the hostel, and carrying that bag looking so cute. I mean, she shared that video on the internet. It went viral. So many people admired the little guy, and they were like, wow, this boy is helping his mother, like how cutely he brings in things for the hostel. And people through the internet sent him money and like books and clothes and so many things. She was able to gift him so many things. So it's like I'm getting something like every gesture counts. So this month, maybe you'll feel inspired to share your story or someone's story. Maybe you have this opportunity to add happiness to someone or in someone's life. I'm getting this idea of spring. Like, your energy feels like spring to me. It's almost giving me a feeling of like a ray of happiness, a ray of hope. For some of you, this is you. Someone makes you feel this way, or maybe this is you are making feel someone like this. Like, every gesture counts, okay. For some of you, this could be someone adding that happiness into your life, someone maybe in the form of a friend, a colleague you meet, new colleague into your team, again, whosoever that is, for that matter, a person you meet somewhere. For some of you, this could be you doing this to someone. Maybe you actually meet, we often come across those videos where people with some sort of disability, like someone just sits and talks to them, gives them a flower, and it's like the best day of their life. Like, it's so simple, like giving them a flower and sitting next to them having a conversation. It looks very simple, but for them it means the world, because someone actually took a break, took some time out of their day to and talk to them, and to give them a flower or a little gift, right? So I'm getting this message of happiness, spreading happiness, okay. Now let's see what I see in your cup. Yeah, like, it was a beautiful vision that I saw of those sunflowers. Wow. Right away, I see a face here, and it reminds me of the lioness. How lioness runs the kingdom, the jungle, actually. Okay, the lioness is more powerful than the lion. I'm getting this feeling of like sometimes you underestimate your, like, in general. You know how I'm getting this message. One way to feel confident about yourself, you know how you can do that? Whenever you feel that you are helpless, or you think I'm very powerless in life, I can't make a difference, you know what you can do? And it has personally helped me as well. When I feel helpless in a situation, I go out there and help someone in some way, shape, or form. It brings back my confidence. It reminds me that how I can make a difference. I still hold the power to make a difference in the world. So I'm getting something like that. So this month, you will be reminded of how powerful you are, even in the simplest of ways. How a particular gesture of yours can make a difference in someone's life, or how someone else's gesture towards you can actually make a big difference in your life. Everything counts. I always say this: everything counts. You smiling at a stranger counts. Okay? You giving a it can be anything, any simple thing on this planet Earth. Everything counts. You never know what this person is going through. You never know what this person out there in the world is going through. So it counts. Maybe sometimes it happens we ignore the people right next to us, our family, our friends. And sometimes they could be going through the worst of the worst case scenarios, but they don't say it out loud, right? Sometimes noticing those little things counts a lot. Okay, say for example, I don't stay with my family, but whenever I go back home, I often see my mother maybe struggling with something, or something that she won't say it out loud, but I can notice it and I'll go and help her with it, or I'll at least sit there, listen to her what she has to say. It counts. You never know. Okay, someone could be struggling through something and maybe they don't know how to ask for help. They don't know how to say it out loud. They were not taught, or they don't feel, whatever could be the case for that matter. Okay, everything counts. So don't ever think you're powerless, or don't ever think you cannot make a difference in someone's life. Okay, if you want to dig a hole to, I think I read this somewhere, or I saw it somewhere in a video, I don't know. This guy was digging a hole in the ground. You know why? Because he wanted to lie there, like he was digging his grave. He was done with life. And a person walks up to him and says that, what are you doing? He's like, I'm digging this hole. Don't you see? I'm done with life. I don't think so I can do anything. I'm such a helpless, and I can't make a difference. I can do nothing. I'm not good at anything. Then the guy says, okay, you want to die, you can die anytime. I mean, it's here, right here. But before you do that, please come and help me with something. And he's like, dude, I'm really bad at everything. I don't know how to do anything. What help can I be of? Then the guy is like, why don't you come along with me and I show you what you have to do? I know you're at least good at digging the ground. That is what I see right now. He takes him along with him, and he literally tells him that, you know what, you dig the ground here. Okay, and then he starts digging, and after a while water comes out from the ground, and the people in that village surrounding the place, they were like, finally we have water. So the guy realizes that, you know what, I can always make a difference. That incident makes him realize that I can always add value to something. It's only about my mindset. It's only about how I use my ability to add value to my life and to others' life. So I'm getting something like that. So this month, I feel you will be reminded of your power. You'll be reminded of how you can make a difference, whether in your own life or in others' life. This message kind of feels to me like understanding your purpose in a way, or like finding a purpose to live. Because I'm getting this message of like, um, um, you know, wow. Some of you could be as simple as, like, I remember in my neighboring town, I don't know why, I feel like sharing these stories that are coming to my mind. In my neighboring town, there is this Mexican restaurant, okay? This Mexican guy visited this town, and one day he invites like his friends for dinner, and they serve him like authentic Mexican or Mexican food. And his friends' family were so impressed, and they were like, dude, like, we haven't had this kind of a cuisine in a while. It's so good. You guys have to literally set up a restaurant and start selling this food, okay? People will appreciate it. And this actually clicks with him, and he's like, yeah, I love food, and I'm very invested in food anyways. Why don't I open up a restaurant? He has opened up like a Mexican authentic food restaurant here, in my neighboring town. There's this guy, and his restaurant runs well. I mean, people appreciate his food. Everything is so good there, and yeah. So you never know. You can find a purpose out of anything. Life can inspire you to do something anytime. You never know. Overnight, you'll be inspired to do something, and it can change your life. It can set the trajectory to your um, it can actually give you a purpose to live. It can give you those desires, like something that might have been felt very you might have been very discouraged in the past. Maybe you couldn't do things you wanted to do, but you never know how life can change just in the matter of days, in the matter of weeks. You never know, okay? Your reading speaks of hope. There's a reason I started the reading with a vision of sunflowers. Have you ever looked at sunflower fields? Oh my god, they look so beautiful. They remind you of like happiness, they remind you of like joy. And that is what this reading is talking about. Let me I would definitely get some cards to get more specific, but I do feel the message is out, like the underlined or the umbrella message is out already. So let me hang on. So start with let's start with the cards. Oh, I didn't realize. How the hell? Okay, I'll take that. Alright. Some of you, I'm also getting this message of like you're starting work after a while. Some of you, maybe you were on a maternity or a maternity leave, or maybe you took a break because of something happening in your family. Maybe you had to take care of a child. Maybe you had to take care of someone older than you, or maybe someone who was not keeping good health in your family. I'm getting this message of like maybe you guys are starting from zero because you had to take a break for something. That could be a very specific message for someone. You have the chess queen. Oh, sorry. Number three, sorry, number 30, trust and strategizing. This is such a beautiful card. Crow spirit. Wow. Number 17, co create with spirit. Number 20, the explorer. I will absorb knowledge and learn all I can. Hmm. Something feels like starting from zero when I'm looking at these cards. Number 10, tree spirit, strength, growth, and stability. It's almost like starting from the roots. For some of you, it does feel like you're returning back to something. Maybe you took a break from your business and now you're again starting it. For some of you, this could be your corporate career as well. Yeah, let's see. It's interesting how you have 10, 20, and 30. It's almost reminding me of like, um because ten is the number of like completing cycles. So 10, then 20, then 30. Hmm. Five of Wands, Nine of Wands. Some of you could have really like, some of you could have actually done it a couple of times. This is what I'm getting. Say, for example, you had a business, you have already like taken a couple of breaks, then started again, then stopped it for a while, then started again. I'm getting this constant like start and stop kind of energy into something. Let's see where this is going. Oh, like a couple of failed attempts is what I'm getting. Three of Wands and the Fool 2.0, exactly what I have been telling you. The second version, like taking a risk again. Some of you feels like a couple of failed attempts and finally you get the recognition. Wow, I love it. Six of Wands. This is talking about some of you. This could also be like maybe finally getting good number of followers online. For some of you, this could be um, again whatever. Say for example, you're running your business for a while, but you finally start getting attention. You start attracting more customers. Again, whatever that goes with. It has been a lot of back and forth with the Five of Wands that I see. Yeah. Now the energy is changing. Oh, Page of Wands. Yeah, now the energy seems more settled with the Ace of Swords and the Page of Wands. Now you're really enjoying doing it. That's what I'm getting. Your spirit feels very childish with the Page of Wands coming out. It's like that inner child feeling. You're enjoying the process as well. It's not just the mundane that you're doing, or it's not just, oh my god, it's not working, but I still have to do it. No, the energies, look at the energy, how this has shifted. It has shifted to the Page of Wands. You feel very playful. You are enjoying the process. Wow. So this is giving you a sign that something that did not work out in the past is going to work out. Okay. Seems like something is finally working out for you and you're getting your desired recognition. You're getting the desired attention. Okay. Let's see. Anything on the closing note? Because I think the message is already out. Yep. Well, yep. It took a while. The Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Swords. It definitely took you a while. But you know what? It's finally time for you to see the tables turning. It's finally time for you to see the spring, metaphorically speaking. Yep, you have put quite a bit of time and energy into this thing. So, group number three, this is going to be a reading, and I will see you again. Please take care and bye bye. Hello, group number four, whoever chose the air element, this is going to be a reading. For you guys, I'm guessing I got the message of freedom and movement. Um, I'm getting this message of like you finally feel free to move somewhere. For some of you, this could be like literal movement, relocation, or travel. And for some of you, this is more like metaphorical, where you finally feel like, yes, you can do something. It almost gives me the idea of like coming out of hibernation or coming out of hermit mode. You finally feel like, oh, I can do whatever I want. For some of you, maybe financial resources was an issue for you in the past and it was limiting you from doing certain things, but now it's no longer gonna be an issue. Because right here, I see a portal, like a portal opening. And this is giving me the idea of freedom. This is giving me the idea of movement. You feel free to move, okay? Um, Now, however that goes with your personal situation, all right? Yeah, like I literally can hang on because the coffee ended up like spilling everywhere when I was preparing a cup. See, there is a portal and there is this person walking through the portal. I hope this is like clearly visible. Yeah, okay, hang on. I have coffee all over my hands. Okay. Ooh, damn, your cup is just making a mess. It feels like uh, because when the way your cup is, it's going everywhere and leaving traces. It's almost giving me a feeling like leaving an impact, leaving an impression behind. Some of you, this could also mean like your thoughts or the way you say something, the way you talk to people, the way your ideas go out there in the world, it is creating an impact. Okay. Maybe you're a storyteller, maybe you narrate, you're a narrator, maybe you are whatever that could be again. You write vlogs, you write a book, or I don't know. It could be helping people in some way, shape, or form. Um, I'm also getting this message of like, um, because in my head, I'm getting the card of the chariot, which again is a card of movement, no longer feeling stuck. For some of you, this could also be related to resources because chariot also indicates vehicle. So for some of you, this is talking about the resources that you are lacking, which was blocking you or which was stopping you. Okay, but now you have those resources, whether it is a car, vehicle, money, whatever that is. Do you see a tree here, like at the bottom of the cup? There's a tree. Okay, it's almost giving me the feeling of like you are now strong enough because this is reminding me of the tree of knowledge. You are now capable enough, strong enough in whatever capacity to finally start bearing the fruit. Like you're ready to bear the fruit now. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting from this tree when I look at this. Um, yeah, I don't know if you guys can see with the change in the lightning, sorry, the change in the light, background light, the suddenly like there is like cloudy here and the sunlight has gone. It's getting a little bit dark. I don't know if you guys can see the contrast, but this is giving me the feeling that there's a change in the temperament. There's a change in the way now you will be able to create an impact. Okay, there's a change in um, the way you do things now, just because you're more free to take action. For some of you, this could also mean now you have a place of authority or power. So now you can act more freely. Now you have that position of power. Now you have that, whatever that could be. Say, for example, now you have some sort of evidence. Maybe you were missing certain documents because of certain reason. XYZ, again, whatever goes with your personal situation. So I'm getting this thing that now you have something that creates power, or now you have something that gives you that freedom to move in whatever context. Let's see. Some of you, I'm also getting the message of like your physical appearance is changing. Some of you could be like your the way um, you could be paying attention to your diet, your routine, your small habits. Um, yeah, it has started getting sunny again. The cloud has moved. This wasn't happening when I was doing other groups, and my attention keeps going there to the outside sunlight and weather. So this is giving me a feeling like this too shall pass. So yeah, like the idea that I'm getting is now you are glowing different and acting very different because now you have the power to do so. Okay, now you have those required resources to do so. Your physical glow up is also what is showing up in the cup. Um, yep, you could be really taking your, maybe you're taking your dressing sense very seriously. You guys could literally be like, you know what, I need to change the way I look to create an impact. I need to, it's almost like you're taking your character very seriously. It's almost giving me the feeling of like, you know, when you're about to introduce a new character in a TV series and they first set the narrative for the character, like, you know, that's the kind of feeling I'm getting. Okay, it's almost like you're introducing yourself as a new character in your life series. It's time for you to get serious about this character. It's time for you to like set the tone, set the narrative. Like from now on, I want to dress up like this. From now on, I want to speak like this. From now on, XYZ again. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, clouds. Like that temporary situation has gone away. I'm also getting the year 2007. Maybe some of you that holds some significance for you. I see a crown here. Crown represents authority, crown represents getting into a place of power. Let me just clean this up. Okay, so we will start from here. Wow. I'll take that. Sisters of the Seasons, Cycle of Growth, Natural Law, and Divine Order. Wow. You're in the new season. It gives me the feeling of like the new season of the TV series. Oh, there are three. Okay, sorry. Hmm. I'm getting a peacock in my vision. Peacock always reminds me of uh, like the spotlight is on you, spotlight energy. All right, starting with the oracle cards. The Oak Guardian, number two, Threshold Answers Open Mind. You have Butterfly Spirit, Transformation is Beautiful. That is number 11. Then you have um, 33, The Cyborg. I will accept my emotions and not be defined by them. Fire Prince, number 40, Optimism and Aggression. You have number 21. 3 is definitely showing up a couple of times in your reading. 2 plus 1, 3 again. Wise Woman of the Wonderland, Integrity, Compromise. And then you have the Arrow Master, Hitting the Mark, Intention, and Detachment with number 10. Okay, where this is going, we'll see, of course. I just now noticed there's a crown on this butterfly. It is symbolizing, because the crown symbolization keeps showing up in your reading, which is definitely symbolizing the fact that you're entering into a position of power. Now you have that power to change something which you are not able to do before. Some of you, this could simply mean the power of controlling your mind. Now you're no longer controlled by your emotions or your mind. You have power over it. You are able to make changes, and you're not falling into your old patterns and habits. Now you have more control over your emotions. There's a reason you have this message of Arrow Master that says intention and detachment. Your habits are no longer controlling your life. You have control over your emotions now. Yeah. I love it. See, I'm telling you, the message of freedom is very strong in your reading. The first card itself says Nine of Pentacles, which represents the energy of resourcefulness and being self sufficient, being free. Nothing holds you back. And this is exactly where the reading is starting. World. It seems like you have, in a way, mastered some sort of inner peace. It almost feels like you have mastered some sort of pattern in your life, something that you might have been falling prey to. You might have been feeling as if, oh my God, I'm never able to come out of this pattern, this emotion, this habit. It always drags me in. No matter how hard I try, I always fall back into the same habit. But it's not happening anymore. You're free from this with the World card again showing up. You have number 21 twice in your reading. Okay, definitely. So could be important. And by the way, number three also represents the end of a cycle. I always see number three as like closing a loop. You know, the triangle, it closes a loop, it represents the end of a cycle. Some of you, this also is talking about finally getting over some sort of addictive habit as well. Some of you, this could be addiction to maybe overconsumption of something. Okay, some of you, this could simply also mean always going back to the same kind of people or always going back to the same person. Okay, so you are freeing yourself from that. I told you, it's like you're writing the character of the next season of your life. You are painting that character. You are literally seeing yourself as the new character in this new season of your TV series. Okay, that's the kind of feeling I get. I love it. Yeah, the message again, I would read this again. I will accept my emotions and not be defined by them. Let's see. Anything else? Ooh, I love it. 10 of Pentacles and the Fool card. This is definitely telling you that this red feather could be a significant sign to you. Seeing a red feather will be a confirmation. It immediately caught my attention. For some of you, this is telling you that this is actually leading you to fulfillment. This is actually leading you to your 10 of Pentacles, the ultimate satisfaction, ultimate emotional fulfillment, and having everything, and in fact, more than what you even thought of. This month, the upcoming month, is setting the tone, it's setting the narrative to your 10 of Pentacles that you'll be like, this is what you're entering into starting the next month. Okay, I'll pull one final card. I love it. You have Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Some of you, this also indicates attracting a soulmate if that's what you're expecting, because you also have the Ten of Pentacles in the spread and now the King of Cups. Some of you, definitely, you're attracting a person who is emotionally able to hold you, okay, who is emotionally understanding of what place you come from. And yeah, if that's not the case, then yeah, you could be just attracting a friend or someone of a similar nature. I mean, yeah, for many of you, this shows a love offer. You could be attracting a person who is emotionally mature, who is able to make you feel safe. Okay, give you that emotional safety, make that safe space for you to express yourself freely. Yeah, this is the reason I kept channeling the energy of like freedom. You feel free to do something now. So again, depending on your own personal life, this is going to happen in different ways. Of course, this is a general reading. Take howsoever the messages goes with you. And yep, let me see if I'm missing something. um no, I think the overall, yeah, the overall message is given out. Yeah, seems like a pretty good, pretty solid month to me. Yeah. So this is going to be your reading group number 4, and I will see you again. Please take care and bye bye.